Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 here. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, all that good stuff helps me out. But anyway, it's Sunday, so we're back making a drawing video, and today's video we're going to draw Mecha Sally from the Sonic Archie comics. So it's basically Sally Acorn, but roboticized. Actually, it's actually a pretty cool design. I actually like Mecha Sally. But this video was requested by Sun Goten. Thank you so much for the request, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright guys, so get your pencils ready and let's jump in. Alright guys, so let's jump in here. So Mecha Sally is actually, I would say it's a little bit more of an advanced how to draw. Like this one isn't, Mecha Sally isn't that easy of a character to draw. Or just one of the harder, or more advanced ones. I wouldn't say hard, because it's not very hard. But what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a nice, decent-sized circle here. Actually, this might be a little bit too big. Like a nice, decent-sized circle like this. I'm going to erase some of this. If I made it that big, it wouldn't fit all on the page. So you get a nice, decent-sized circle like that. And keep it light, we're just gesturing stuff in. And then her upper body will also be another circle. And then there's going to be two kind of ovals coming out here for her shoulder pads. And then she's going to have like a kind of like a little tube body here that just kind of goes out. Kind of like another, this is where like her hips would be. And then we're going to get an oval going this way for one leg. And then an oval going this way for another. And then this leg, this is kind of where like the knee's going to be. And then it's going to go in. And then we're going to have a little bit of a foot here. And then this one, the knee's going to be about here, kind of overlapping, like the knees are on top of one another. But then we'd see like the bottom of the foot and then the other foot right about there. And then for her hands, we'll just draw two nice big circles here and here. And if you want to, you can draw like kind of like a series of ovals going in. It looks something like that. So that's pretty much good for the gesture that we need. Again, I kept it very light, you can barely even see it. But that's okay, because when we go into detail, the lighter it is, the better. So we're going to jump into her head here. And if you want to, you can draw in the crosshairs. That would always help. It'd be something like this. And basically for Mecha Sally, what I like to start off with is like her hairpiece. It's pretty dominant on her face. But to draw it in, like right in the center, you're going to draw like this nice big V. And then it's just going to curve up. And you get kind of like this, oh, sorry, I'm like losing my voice. Wow. You get this nice big kind of curve here. So nice big shape like that. And then just for the details in it, we can draw a nice straight line going down here. And then you get like kind of like another V almost. Like that. Actually, I probably make this a little bit thicker now I'm looking at it. Because it's pretty dominant and it's pretty much all of her hair. Like a big portion of her head. So I'm just making it a little bit wider. Like that. So we get this shape. And now off this shape we can kind of draw in her eyes because her eyes kind of go off of it. So it's basically this nice big curve line that curves here like this, going off. It's going to get to a point and then curve in. And then kind of same thing on this side. Curve up, get to a point, kind of curve in. Like that. And then we could draw in her muzzle. Which her muzzle is kind of like this upside down V, like this. And it goes up and connects to this line for the eye here. And then I'll start here and kind of just curve down and over like this. So you get a nice little kind of U shape on the bottom here. And now she has like little bolts on the side, like where her jaw is. So we're going to get a nice curve line here. Curves around and then goes in. And then another curve line here. I'm going to kind of erase the overlap. So you get kind of like this little, kind of like oval type shape right here. And then all we're going to do is just draw a nice little curve line like that. And then we're doing the exact same thing on this side. I'm actually going to erase it just so it's clear. Basically get a line extending out. kind of curve it, extend down, curve it in like this. A nice little curve line right there. And then she does have a nose, which is kind of like this curve line, and then it's like an upside down U. Like that. And now we could finish off her eyes. So basically what we're going to do is start right here and just extend this line down. And then just draw a line hugging this line here like that. So just draw a line starting down. And it curves up. And then hugs into this line right there. And then her eyes are just these big U shapes. Like that. And then another one. And then we get another big U shape. And then another one. And then also, she also has eyelashes, or just two of them. And it's basically like this big kind of spike that goes out here. And then another one right here. Like that. And that's pretty much it for her face. What we could do now is draw in her ears. But before you draw in her ears, you can kind of get in her head shape. It's pretty much this circle that we have, but we're going to just refine it a little bit more. And she has a nice big round head like this. Should be like that. And then another one. Like that. And then her ears, they basically just kind of go off of here. So you're going to get this kind of upside down triangle, or just a triangle. Like this. And then we're going to get another one that kind of goes up. And then hugs it. Like that. And then we're going to get a nice big curve line that curves in. Like that. So that's one ear. And then we're going to do the exact same thing on this side. So we're going to get this nice little triangle. Then this triangle that hugs. This other triangle. And then a nice big curve line that curves in like that. So that's good. And now just to finish her off, we could draw in her hair. And it's basically just these two spikes that come off the side here, like that. And same thing on this side, spike, and then another one. Like that. That's pretty much how you draw in her face. I'm not gonna do it, but you could shade like all this in too, like where her eye is, here. I'm not actually gonna do it in you can shade all this area and the eyelash. I'm just gonna leave it at that because like we actually have a lot more to draw in, and I don't want this being like a 40-minute video, so we're gonna just move along. And now that we got that done, we can kind of draw in her chest piece area. So to draw that in, right under her head, we're gonna draw in a nice V. And then we're gonna get another one right here that hugs this inside V. And then her chest area, her chest part, I don't know, she's like a robot, so just like her upper body chest plate, it would be a shape like this, so it goes out and then curves in, and then same thing on this side, goes out, kind of curves in, and then she's going to have two curve lines here, so one that kind of hug the outside lines, and then a nice little curve line right in the middle here. And then for the bottom part, it's a line going up, kind of straightens out on top there, and then connects down to this shape, like that. And we'll go into her lower body because her hands are actually kind of the hardest, so we'll finish up her lower body and then move into the arms. But her lower body isn't bad at all. Basically at the ends here, we're going to draw two parallel lines here and here. This is kind of like her stomach. And we're going to draw a line going across like this. Then it's going to go down into this kind of like rectangle type shape. And then curve over here like that. And now what we're going to do is right here, we're going to get a line going down. Or two lines going down. And then they're going to go down, across, and then up. Like that. And then just simply like this elongated kind of U shape right here like that. So that's her stomach area, and then you just simply just kind of draw in a nice little curve line right here for where her hips are. And now we can jump into her legs. Her legs actually aren't too bad. So basically what we're going to start here is start with this nice big curve line that curves in like this. And it's going to kind of get to a point here, kind of curve out, and then curve in. Like that. And then very similar to her face, like here, we're going to have like another one of these shapes. So we're going to get a line going out here, kind of curving, curve in, and in like that. So you get like kind of like a shape like this. And a nice little curve line right in the middle here. And now we could draw in her knee, which her knee is kind of like a really thin cube. So to draw that in, we're going to draw a curve line right here, and a line extending from this corner and this one like that. Curve them in, and then we're going to go down with a slight curve. Curve it in, and we're going to go over and then up like that. So there's that knee, and we can kind of connect these lines together like this, and there'd be a nice little kind of like small rectangle right here. Just show like the joint. And now right under here we're going to get a circle like that with another circle inside of it. And then this shape's kind of weird to describe, but it kind of like, it's a curve line curving out, and then it kind of like dips in and straightens out here. It goes around and then goes back up. This one's kind of hard to draw just because of like the foreshortening in her leg. But it would look something like that. And then once we got that down, we could draw another oval kind of here, like right under this. And then what we're going to do is draw a parallel line that goes off the edges here and curves in right about there. And then here we're going to get kind of like this, a similar shape to what we had here. So just be a line going out, over, and in. Let's go out, kind of up, like that. So you get a nice little square box. And then we're going to get a kind of like another little box right here, like that. And then here you're just going to get kind of like this oval shape for her foot. And then there'll just be another little oval shape right here for her foot, like that. And this is probably the hardest leg because this is the one we see the most. This leg will be slightly easier to draw in. But we're pretty much going to draw the same shape. So we're going to go draw a line going up, kind of curve around and in like this. Get a little bit of space in between there like that. And then here we're going to get two lines going out here, and they just kind of connect. So this is like this part, but over here on the side. And then we'll see a little bit of the knee here. So you can kind of draw on just this nice little kind of curve. And then here we're going to start about here and just draw a nice kind of curve line going in like this. Straighten out near the bottom. And another one about here like that. And then here we're going to get basically just a line going across here. And it's going to just curve down and then over and then up. So this is this section, just kind of more like head on. And then here we're going to get the box again. So we get a line going out here, here. It's going to connect like that. And then get that little oval right there. And we're going to get the box in here as well. And then a nice little oval right there. So that's pretty much it for her feet. And now we could jump into her arms. So her arms are probably the hardest part because like the way her hands are situated. But before we get into like the actual hand and the arms, what we're going to draw in is her shoulder pads. So her shoulder pads are going to be kind of about here. And basically they kind of go off here and you kind of get like a nice curve line like this. And then you're going to go into kind of like a V, so you get kind of like a sharp edge here. That's going to curve over up and then in, so it straightens out a little bit. And then here you're going to get kind of like another curve line, so you get kind of like the triangle like that. And then inside here you're going to draw a line just hugging this line right here and then going into that line back here. Like that. Actually, I'll just connect it. We'll erase it later when we draw on the arm. So that's one shoulder pad, and she also has like a little bolt here, so you can draw a nice little circle. And then here, this shoulder pad's kind of a little bit back, so we don't get to see like the underside of it, so it's kind of just the top. So it's just going to be a line going down and across like this. And then it's just going to curve over and then in like that. And you get a nice little circle here for the bolt. Alright, now that we got that done, we could draw in her hands. So we're going to draw in her hands first and then like kind of move into the arm. So her hands are actually probably the hardest part about this piece, just because they're kind of like right in your face. So this is actually a pretty good starting shape for the hand. But what we're going to do is make a nice little oval here, and then a series of ovals, 2, 3, 4 here. And what we're going to do is like with this kind of curve series of ovals, we're going to just draw this nice little kind of shape around them like this. And then from here, we're going to just kind of draw a curve line connecting into where the thumb's going to be. And then here we're going to draw a curve line curving in, kind of dipping out just slightly. Like that. So if you have a shape that looks something like this, then you're pretty golden. So now we could just jump into detail. I'm going to start off with the thumb. So basically the thumb, I like starting off with the nail first. So this is kind of the general spot where it's going to be, but we're going to draw on the kind of the finger. So we're going to draw a nice curve line like this. And then off this curve line, we're going to kind of make it like a V. Like that. And it's just going to kind of curve up. And then over. Like that. And then we're going to get kind of like a cylinder right here. So 2 lines going down and like a nice little curve right there. And then we're going to get an oval that goes around it like this. Then it's going to go in and kind of wrap around like that. So that's the thumb. And now for these fingers, we're pretty much going to do the same thing that we did with this one. So this finger, go up, it'll curve about here like this. And then we're going to get another finger right here, that same thing, just drawing these nice long kind of curve lines like this. And we'll start off with this finger, and we're basically going to get that V. So just curve up and around like that. So there's one. You can kind of make them overlapping too. That help. So like they're going to overlap the further they get down. And then the last one. Like that. Again, it's not too complicated. Might have to play with it a little bit because we're not really using a gesture to draw it in. We're just kind of going into it. So it might be a little bit off, but nothing too bad. So now we got that done. We can kind of draw in her, she has like detail like on her palm. And basically there's like this oval or circle right here. And then it connects. So we're going to get a nice little curve line that goes like this on the palm. Same thing over here. And it's going to go down this way. Like that. And then one goes up here, but you can't really see it from this angle. And then we're going to just darken it in. And we're going to get a nice little curve line like this in the center. And I'm actually going to erase some of it, like in the middle, because a lot of it's like connected. So there would be like a little gap in between some of it. So like there's a gap here, a gap here, a gap here. And you can just kind of straighten that out. You can kind of darken in this curve line that we have here. Darken in this line. But that's pretty much it for the hand. And again, the hands are the hardest part about this. So It might take a couple tries to, really get it right. But now that that's done, we could draw on the arm. So the arm's kind of real easy. It's basically just this kind of curve line like this going off the hand. Here we're going to get a circle for the joint, and then very similar to this shape right here. Just a line going off and kind of over. Same thing here. And you get a nice smaller circle on the inside. And then here is just two lines going into the arm, like that. And then I'll erase any overlap here. And then just a little detail here is you start off with a curve line, then it goes up the arm, and then curves back down. Like that. So there's her arm. And now we could draw in her other hand. So her other arm, it's pretty much the same thing. So if you want to, you can draw in the, so we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, keep them on like a curve. Kind of get this shape. It's going to curve in. The thumb's going to be about here. Just have it curve in and over like this. So the hand's going to be like this shape. And let's just draw it in. This hand's farther back, so we're going to make it a little bit smaller. So this one's kind of more lunged at you. This one's kind of a little bit further back. So we're going to make everything a little bit smaller. And we'll draw the thumb a little bit differently too. Basically what we're going to do is start off with this nice little curve line like this. And then we're going to kind of go into like a shark tooth shape. Like that. And then two parallel lines. Kind of like in a cylinder. And we're going to get a nice oval that hugs it. And then this nice big U shape right here. So that's good. And now we could draw in the fingers, which is pretty much going to draw the same thing. So we're going to get those curved lines. So 1, kind of 2, 3, and then 4. And we're just going to get those V's that go off of them. Kind of into that nail shape. And one here. Again, it's hard to explain like this shape. Just, again, curve line, and then from the bottom we make that V. And then just kind of work it into the other fingers like that. But again, we kept it smaller since it's a little bit farther back. And then once we got that down, we can draw in the oval here for like the center of her hand, and then just be a nice little curve line that wraps around like that. Same thing over here. There's one that goes up here, but we're going to kind of not be able to see it that much. We'll get a nice little curve line right here for the inner circle. And we're just going to kind of refine the shape a little bit more. Like that. Very good. And now that we have that done, we could draw on the rest of the arm. So it's going to be this nice big kind of curve line like this. And then here, this arm's a little bit different from this arm. There's like a little bit more to it. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to get kind of like an oval right here. And we're going to get a line going down and then over like this. Another one going down. Then we're going to get a curve line like this. That goes, or a line going down that curves in like that. And then we're going to get a nice oval here. And a shape that goes down and over. And then here we're going to get just two parallel lines that go straight into the shoulder pad. And a curve line going across like this, like right in the middle. And then another little rectangle right here, just show like the joint. And then she has like a armor piece like right here. So very simple to draw it in. We're going to start kind of like in the middle of this here. Draw a line going up. And it curves down and over like this. And there you have it. That's how you draw Mecha Sally. I definitely say this is a harder how to draw, just because like she has a lot more details than like other Sonic characters. And again, any like the robot characters always have a lot more details. There's more like lines on them, bigger shapes, stuff like that. So anyway, I will put the sketch that we just did up here, I will put the, whoops, stay up there, the more inked version that we did up there as well. Kind of move the light so you can see them both. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you again, SunGo10, for the request. If you guys have requests, all you need to do is leave what you want me to draw in the comment section below. I'll take your name and what you requested, put it on my how to draw video, or on my how to draw list, and then on Sunday when I make a video, I just randomly pick one off the list. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just kind of what I feel like drawing that day. So, anyway, guys, I hope this video helped you out, and let me know what you think. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.